It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC North foes. It's the Pioneers and the Mounties, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question.
Here's the veteran Greg Zuerlein as we are ready to start. And off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think two things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his second, third, check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
Fields now on second down. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Now he takes off. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Here's a run. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. Now here's second and goal. They'll run with Irving. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Bucky Irving, touchdown Pioneers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So 7-0 to score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
So it's fourth down, punting time, Ethan Evans to do the honor. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. First and 10. On the ground, it's Irving. Has an opening, past the 40. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
Right back to Irving, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The motion man is Boyd. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
It is a big play on first down. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. This one caught at the 4. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. They'll run. A dive, and he's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown Pioneers. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often. And boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Mounties offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is McCarthy. Got his man. It's Kirk. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7. Here's a handoff to Williams. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Kenny Moore there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's McCarthy. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's 2nd and 9. A give, and here comes Williams. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. Here now, 3rd and 5. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
This is why every defense wants to play with the lead, because it allows them to just tee off on the quarterback. Go rush the passer. You're not worried about them handing the ball off or little quick game. You know they're chasing points, so what can you do? You can get after this guy, and boy, have they ever. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get through.
This taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They put Smythe in motion. They go play action with Fields. He'll be hit as as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They put Smythe in motion. Second down. It's Fields. Now he'll run it. Yeah! And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa in on the stop. They face second down and 7. They put Smythe in motion. They'll go again here with Irvin. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Fields now. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on third down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. It is Ryan Neal there to bring him down. Back to throw is Fields. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now Fields. He'll try and get there up. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The defense has got it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. On first down, here's McCarthy. Off he goes.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure is good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On first down, right back to Williams. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
Here's Ethan Evans now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Pioneers offense and Justin Jefferson headed back onto the field. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Here's Irving, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. They put Smythe in motion. They'll run it. It's Irving. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. Fields. He's got his man. That's Boyd. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They put Smythe in motion. A first down throw for Fields. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A give. This is Irving. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. They put Smythe in motion. Off the play action, here's Fields. Looking middle, and he's got downs. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Fields now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be taken down. From the 1-yard line. First down and goal. On the handoff, it's Irving. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Pioneers. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it's going to be 3rd down. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. He's got his man. That's Leggett. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Throwing again is McCarthy. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Xavier Leggett. Touchdown, Mounties.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Mounties get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. Just 8 seconds now until halftime. And the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in this 11-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start out west in the capital city of Sacramento, California, where you see the final score there. Devin Singletary. What a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. We saw a strong first half out of running back Bucky Irving. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. To return is Tucker. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Mounties offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. He's going to tuck it and go.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure. Even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Richie Grant up from the secondary to get in on that one. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll tuck it and take off. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
At this stage of the game, Mike, these are the plays that can alter the outcome. You find yourself trailing here in the second half. He's doing everything he can to keep this drive alive. A little bit through the air. This time, it's with his legs, and he picks up a huge first down.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll go again with Williams. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Caden Ellis in on that stop. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. To throw is McCarthy. Open man, right side. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down. They'll run. It's Williams. And he's in. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Mounties. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Evans. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Pioneers offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. Remember, he had a touchdown on the ground earlier, something he's been able to do frequently this season, as you see where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks in rushing TDs. Play action now for Fields. Now he'll run. Whoa! That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
There he goes again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
First down, Fields. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did. Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
They go play action with Fields. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
The Mounties offense, running back Kyron Williams, ready to go once more. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man, right side, it's complete.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the give, it's Williams. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Now it's Williams. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. To throw, it's McCarthy. He'll try to run for it. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the 1st down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. Not much room to speak of. They'll take this to the 11. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Pioneers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down. They put Smythe in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards.
And this is just where you see some of the speed of these wide receivers, Mike, really make their presence felt. And then when you have a quarterback that has the arm strength and the accuracy to get him the ball downfield, that's a deadly combination and one that's going to really open up other things as the rest of this game unfolds.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll run with Irving. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Now, faking the give. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Mounties offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Taking off, and the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now McCarthy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the first down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Williams gets it from the pistol. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. On second down, a run with Williams. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Big play coming up. This is third down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down.
Something every defense works on all week long, Mike. Based on the quarterback that you're going to play, they say, okay, what is our rush plan this week? Are we rushing to a spot, or are we rushing a guy that we'd rather keep in the pocket? Whatever the plan is, there's got to be more cohesiveness in these third and long situations.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll take off again. They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing third and 3. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He'll run again. A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
On third down, the defense decides to dial up a blitz. Give credit to the offensive line and the running backs. They were ready for it. They picked it up. That's what allowed the quarterback to escape the pocket, see open space, and convert and pick up the first down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. They'll go again with Williams. So now, big spot for the veteran Greg Zuerlein. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
A return now from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack. Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. Now, on 2nd and long. They'll run here. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll run. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's enough for a 1st down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And this time they are ready for it. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Here we go. One final play. He's going to air this one out. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for our visitors. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.